All right, so before we even get started with the second part of my breakdown, I wanted to go ahead and say thank you to the community, man, for helping me reach my goal of getting to 1K subscribers on YouTube. So, as promised, we will be having the 1K PC giveaway. Um, so, look, real simple. All you have to do, follow my Twitch channel. That is where I'll actually be doing the giveaway. So tomorrow, Saturday, 31 July, meet me on my Twitch channel, Coach's Corner, at 3 o'clock EST. So 3 o'clock Eastern. We'll chill for a little bit, man, and then we'll get to. I won't hold y'all up too long, man. I know what y'all gonna be there for, but we can chill, we can talk ESBC, man. Any questions y'all have, any of that type of stuff, man, it'd be a great time to sit there and just kind of like chill with the community a little bit. We'll do the giveaway, of course, but only thing you have to do, follow the Twitch channel. You can't win it if you don't at least follow the Twitch. I don't need subscribers on Twitch, man. I'm not coming to poach your money. Y'all have done enough, man, getting me to 1K subs on YouTube. So all I need you to do is follow the Twitch. Meet me over on Twitch at 3 o'clock tomorrow, so we can go ahead and do the giveaway. Somebody will win a PC, man, so that when this game drops, you'll be able to play it. You won't miss out. All right, so appreciate y'all again. All right, so as I'm breaking this down, man, I really just kind of want to talk about things that we didn't really hit before, just kind of pointing out things as we go scene by scene and as we kind of just see stuff. So right off the bat, I don't know if y'all noticed, but if you look right here in the corner, do y'all know who that is? That is boxing manager and coach Dave Caldwell. If that's not him, then they put an image in the game of somebody who looks exactly like him. All right, so next up, I kind of want to point out this name and logo here in the corner. This is Grand Enterprises. So what Grand Enterprises is, they're a management company. And this may seem small, but it's actually pretty big. So when you heard Ash talking at the end of the video about why they went away from early access, and he mentioned that, you know, they got some additional funding, they had some more partners, a lot of people came online, and basically the early access wasn't necessary. So for anybody who didn't see that video yesterday, early access is typically something that an indie company uses, i.e., if you think back to games like Minecraft or PUBG, those games used early access as a way to put out a game that was incomplete, but they raised money through early access in order to actually complete the game while the early access portion was out there. And they was able to bug test, stress test, all of that kind of stuff all at the same time. Well, this is extremely important because a company like Grand Enterprises actually has a lot of partnerships, and they have partnerships with another logo that you're going to see in this arena. But just to name a few, they have partnerships with people like Golden Boy, the WBC, Venom. They have a lot of additional partnerships. So getting either financial support or just a simple partnership with Grand Enterprises would have opened a major door to a lot of other additional areas and a lot of other additional like funding and partnerships just by getting linked up with Grand Enterprises. Now, I don't know if that's the direction that they went, but I'll tell you this, optically, it looks like a good idea if that was actually what happened. If they linked up with Grand Enterprises first and then used them to get in touch with all of the additional contacts, really, that you kind of see the advertisements that you see all over the place right now, all have links to Grand Enterprises. All right. The controls. Now this is the portion that is going to be really important because these controls technically can make or break the game. All right, a couple of things. A, you do have the ability to use full punch control Just like anybody who has played a Fight Night game before, being able to use the right analog stick in order to like throw your punches and that type of stuff, great. So good way to cater to the previous Fight Night fans. Also, you have the ability to utilize your face buttons, X, A, B, Y, in order to throw punches and things as well. Now, there is a little bit of an issue if you, like, for example, left uppercut, right uppercut, you have to use two buttons together. Now, coming from a Street Fighter like background, you run into issues when you have to do that, when you have to push buttons together, unless you're using a joystick, which actually makes, like, if you're using a joystick, it makes having to do that easier. It makes it a lot easier. Having to use your thumb simply because it's not like super flat and you kind of have issues sometimes pushing them together. It can create problems. You'll have issues sometimes, man, with certain things just don't come out on time. Maybe you didn't get them together. It's small and it's very minute, but it can create a problem, and you don't want that type of stuff in an esports game. The next thing, I do love the fact that you can weave and block both at the same time by using the back triggers. I think that's really good. And if anybody saw my old, man, I did a video probably about 6 months ago on a potential controller scheme for the game, and I utilized those buttons, but I had used the top bumpers for punches. And hopefully we can remap some of this stuff, because there are some things that I really don't like. I actually picked up the control, and I'll show y'all. So, for example, slipping. So you'll see here that there's this little arrow here, which I'm pretty sure, unless someone can correct me, I'm pretty sure that means that you have to press down your left analog stick in order to do that. If not, then that simply means to hold the analog stick up, which I don't believe that is, because that means your character will start moving. So it would mean that you have to press it down. Now, in order to press down your analog stick and then move it, you have to keep a pretty serious amount of pressure on it and not let it go. And I just, like, for me, I just don't like the way it feels. It could just be my ignorance with the whole thing right now, and it may just take some time to like get used to. But right off the bat, I don't like it. It just doesn't feel comfortable. So I'd like to see exactly what other options they have in the game in order to kind of like move the controls and things around like that, because I personally don't like that too much. But outside of that, that was really my only real criticism when it came to the controls. Now, I will say this. This is a PS5 controller, but if you have a controller that has mappable buttons on the back, that is going to be huge, especially if you have one that has probably about 4 mappable buttons on the back that you can get used to right from the beginning. Because being able to take some of those face buttons there, the X, A, B, Y, you don't want to have to lift your fingers off of the control at all. That would be perfect scheme, is you never have to lift your hand up off the controller. If you can put some of those punches back there, or if you could put your slip button back there, hold it, and then all you have to do is move your left analog around, absolutely perfect at that point. I would love it. So I'm more than likely, especially on PC, I'm probably going to get me like an Xbox Elite or something. Like I have to get me something with some mappable buttons back there, because that'll make this, oh man, it would make it, it would fix any issue I believe that would come up. And yeah, man, that's really the only issue that I can see so far when it comes to the button. Just, it feels a little funny, but again, that could just be me trying it out for the first time and just not necessarily being that comfortable. All right, so if y'all didn't know, the voice that's in the background, I do believe that is aimbot from the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, you know what I'm talking about. But my man came in with the super soft and silky voice, you know what I'm saying? Like he's got his real professional voice going. You ain't have to sell us, brother. We know who you are. All right, for this next section, I want everybody to pay particular attention to the ringside judges. Or at least I believe they're the ringside judges. Like, as much as I love the action of the crowd, and there's particular individuals who are really like moving around, you got some of these guys, man, that are just stiff. Like, I know we're still in alpha, of course, but I would definitely like to see these guys get some life, and I'll start it up. If you look, like, there's certain people right here ringside that really aren't. They just don't seem to have any life. You know, like, these guys they're completely still. Like, they're not moving at all. So I would definitely like anybody who's ringside to, like, kind of, you know what I'm saying, lighten up a little bit. Especially this brother right here, because he just looks upset, yo. Like, I don't know what he's thinking about, but that man must have had a really, really bad day. And brother really don't look like he wanted to be at work. Like look, like he's just. That brother is not here, and he's definitely not watching the fight. So we got to do something about Angry Man over here, yo. Like, get that juice. Something, brother. Get that juice. Get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? I understand you know, you look upset because your throat might be parched or what have you, but you got to get you some life up in you, man. Get you some of this, you know, say this grape or cranberry that you got sitting right there. But we definitely got to get these guys some life. Being so close ringside is so easy to see them. Now, mind you, okay, if we're in there fighting, we're not paying attention to that. But we're spectators right now. So we're going to see the small things like this. So I definitely would like to see these guys come to life. Again, something small. All right, so next thing that I wanted to particularly talk about was really the speed of the punches. I understand that that's been a little bit of a criticism of the game, really kind of since the beginning. A lot of people saying that they want these punches to speed up a little more. And I want everybody to look at Lawrence Okolie when he throws this left jab. This jab is actually not slow at all, and it comes off of the hip relatively quick. Now, that jab coming off that quick, most people, reflex-wise, are probably going to get hit with that, yo. Because there's no lead up to it. There's no preparatory anything, really. It just kind of comes off of the hip. Now clearly, in this case, we're dealing with, you know what I'm saying, a video that was more than likely, you know what I'm saying, preset up. So the fact that jab came off that quick, look, the punches are fast enough to where you have to pay attention to your spacing. Otherwise, you're more likely going to get hit. And again, I said it yesterday, but you're looking at a game where we're talking about where you're going to need reads over reactions. And that's just to kind of like simplify what it is that aimbot was saying right then during that little portion there, is that you have to anticipate what your opponent is going to be doing. It's not necessarily about the reflexes at that point. Your reflexes are naturally going to be quicker when you have an idea or when you know what's already coming. Therefore, you are going to have to get good reads on your opponent, which means good reads. Hard reads, though, will more likely get you punished. And for anybody who don't understand that, I'll probably go into that a little bit later if y'all would like me to. All right, the last thing I really wanted to point out here was in this next segment. Up in the right hand corner under the controller, what you're going to see is where it says AI. So my guess, and I'm pretty sure this is a good one, is that is no longer being controlled by another individual. That is the computer. And when you see how well the computer reacts to what whoever is controlling Lyndon Arthur is doing, he's even counterpunching. Like, the AI is no fool. He's actually picking his punches, and he's picking them correctly. I don't know what the difficulty is set to here, but the AI actually seems to be relatively and actually really smart. And look, that's all I got for y'all, man. And of course, landing Tyson Fury was a huge, huge thing, man. And like I said yesterday, like, I can't call these guys an indie company anymore. Indie companies don't do stuff like this. They don't land the Tyson Furies of the world. But that's really all I got for y'all, man. And again, I love talking to y'all. Let's talk down in the comments. If y'all would like another third breakdown, because there's more stuff still there, and just let me know and I'll do it. But again, appreciate y'all for coming back to the Coach's Corner. Talk to y'all next time. Peace out.